Hey guys, welcome to and welcome back to my channel. My name is India, and in today's video I am giving you a life update. I am going to be talking about my family and our recent move. Yes, and I'm just going to be talking about all things mental health, physical health, and y'all, we got to get into it. So I'm going to tell you about the week I had, so stick around. So guys, I love family. I love my family, but I do have to update you and just kind of tell you what's going on. And we are moving, but I have to give you a background of our previous living arrangements and like how we got to that point, okay? And it's such a long story, but it will all make sense once you put the pieces together. Okay, so let's back it up real quick because a lot of people are not familiar with my family. I have an older sister. My oldest sister, long story short, she suffered from a major stroke in 2017. So a little over 5 years ago, or around 5 years ago, she suffered from a major stroke. That stroke has left her disabled, handicapped, and so she needs 24 hours of care around the clock. Okay, so in 2017 she had her stroke. Now my sister was married, so when she got sick she was actually married. She had a husband, right? And back then when she was healthy, before she got sick, she was the breadwinner. So my sister worked, and she was the one, you know, keeping up with the bills, keeping up with the household, that sort of thing. Fast forward to her, you know, having her stroke and being in the hospital. I want to say she was in the hospital around 3 months after having her stroke. And so after that, they ended up losing their house. So they were actually renting a house. Of course, they couldn't keep up with the bills because at this point, neither of them, my sister or her husband, was working. So they ended up losing that property. So after my sister was discharged from the hospital, she ended up moving into my house. I do own my own property. I have my own house. She and her husband ended up living with me. And so they lived with me for 2 years. My sister was getting somewhat better. She still, you know, required care. She's still handicapped, that sort of thing, but she wasn't as sick. So in 2019, I decided that it was probably time for those two to be a little bit more independent, live their life, but because of course they weren't going to be living with me, you know, forever. So I did want them to get their own apartment, to get into a groove of just getting back to some kind of normalcy. Okay, so in 2019 my sister's still sick, but my brother-in-law is somewhat acting as her caretaker. Okay, so in 2019, my mom decided she wanted to move in with my sister and my brother-in-law to help take care of my sister. So it was my oldest sister, my brother-in-law, and my mom living in one spot. Okay, my mom owns her own property. Her house currently needs to be renovated. That's another story. So we're working on, you know, trying to hire contractors to get my mom's house renovated. So, you know, the house has been paid off. She owns her property. So for the time being, mom's living with my sister. Fast forward to 2021. Unfortunately, my brother-in-law suffered from a heart attack, and due to some of the complications that he suffered from while he was in the hospital, he passed away. So now you have my sister, who's a stroke patient, and now my elderly mother, who's a stroke patient as well. You know, my mom is sick. She had 5 strokes, but she was able to recover from her stroke. So she's a little bit more independent, but she is still elderly and she still has a lot of healthcare issues. So you have these two living in an apartment by themselves. And so my other 2 sisters, who are twins, they're in the middle. And I know I'm all over the place, but this is so hard to explain to people because it just, for a lot of people, it doesn't make sense. So I have 3 older sisters. The oldest one is the sickly one who requires care, and then the 2 in the middle who are twins. You will hear me refer to them as the twins or one of the twins. They stepped in and they started helping out a lot, just taking care of my sister, because now we don't have my brother-in-law, helping out. And so they were going, back and forth, helping, spending the night. And of course I was helping where needed. But they was going back and forth to their apartment trying to help them out and provide care for them. And so this has been going on for maybe a year, going on 2 years, to where they've been just trying to go back and forth between 2 places, living between 2 places, trying to help take care of my mom and my oldest sister. And it was becoming a lot. We all felt as a family that it would be a lot easier to have everyone under one roof, so we can just be there, and so everyone can be easily accessible. Okay. And so fast forward to the current day, my 3 sisters and my mom decided to all move in together into a family home. Now, this home that we're moving into right now, it is temporary. They don't plan on being there for a while. And when I say they, that's because I still own my house. I still will be living out of my house. I'm not going anywhere. So it's going to be me and my daughter at our home, but we're going to be spending a lot of time at the new house as well. So this is meant to be only temporary because, again, we're getting our mom's house renovated. And so eventually down the line, that's going to be the family home for everyone to live in, with exception of me, because, I need my own house. I need my own space. That's just how it is. But again, I'll go over my mom's every single day to help out where I can, because it is a lot of hard work, taking care of dependents, taking care of adults, and really providing that care. Okay, so now that we're caught up a little bit, for the past week, for the past several days, I've been helping move. We have been moving so much stuff, to and from the old place to the new place, and I am just, it's a very stressful process. Moving, it's a lot, it's a lot, y'all. The thing is, we're in a time crunch to where we need to be out of the old place, right? And we didn't have like a good little buffer, and for future reference, we need to really provide a minimum of 2 weeks before moving to and from any place, because when you have 4 adult women, that's a lot of stuff. And my family, I don't know what it is, but we like having a lot of stuff. It's just a lot. It's not normal people stuff. You might have some couches, a bed, a few clothes, kitchen appliances. Not us. My mom is low-key a hoarder. My sister Ingrid, shout out to you. We just like a lot of stuff. I don't know what it is, but yeah, so we had to deal with that. And at this point, we're just gonna have to get rid of some stuff. We're gonna have to declutter. We're gonna have to donate, because we have a lot of stuff, and I'm trying to do that for myself as well. Getting my space in order, decluttering my space. For the past 2 months, I've been leaving like updates on Facebook. If we are Facebook friends, then you've been seeing, my decluttering project that I've been doing around my home and some of the things I've been getting rid of. I've been back and forth from like several homeless shelters and that sort of thing, just donating clothes, donating furniture, and that sort of thing. So yeah, we're gonna be in the near future working on decluttering. But I want to talk about really the reason that I'm on here is I really want to talk about how this move is affecting my physical health, my mental health. If you know anything about me, if you've been following my journey, I'm all about wellness. I've been on my wellness journey. I've been on my weight loss journey. So that's something that's very important to me. This move has affected my routine, and when that happens, I slowly but surely fall off. And now when I say it's affected my routine, like my routine is set in stone. You know, I go to work, I fast during the day, I come home, I eat my 1 meal a day, which we call OMAD, and that's how I do. I try to go to bed early. I don't eat late at night. I do none of that, right? And so all of that has just been taken away from me. I've been eating all day. I've been eating very late at night. I've been eating foods that are convenient. You know, when we're on these diets, we always say it's just such an inconvenience to have to cook and prep meals and meal prep and all of that. And I get it. It is very hard, especially when you're at a house that's not set up yet. Now, if I was at my home and I was just here all day, that would be a different story. It would be no problem. But I'm over there helping unpack, move. I'm lugging stuff up and down stairs. I'm driving, you know, minivans and trucks to and from. And so my whole routine was just thrown off. You know, of course, I still track my calories. I will always do that. But I was just eating very late at night. I was eating too much. And so this mentally is so daunting moving. It is a lot. It is a lot of work. And what I will try to do, guys, I'm just going to try to leave clips and leave updates on the move, how it's going. We're going to get a word from my family, talk to them, see how they're doing. But yeah, my diet has fallen off. So maybe within the next week or so, when we're settled in a little bit more, there's something I want to do. I want to challenge myself. You guys know I'm always doing either a diet or fitness challenge, but this helps me get back on track. It helps me get my routine back, right? And so I will be doing something. I might leave it in the description box. I don't know. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun if anyone wants to join me on my next challenge. Okay, so I thought about doing like a raw vegan challenge for like 3 days, but no one's really shown interest in that. And so I have a friend or a colleague, whatever, that I've been just listening to. And she started a new plan, right? And we just go back and forth talking about Weight Watchers and that sort of thing. And we talk about the 0 point foods. So I decided for an entire week, 7 days straight, I am going to only consume WW 0 point foods and see how that goes. There's you know, a method to my madness. There's so many reasons why I'm doing this. But if you actually go online and look up some of these 0 point foods, there's like a huge variety of foods that you can eat. So it's really not you restricting yourself. It's just adding balance and adding variety to your lifestyle. There's so much you can eat while on this plan, but that's not what this video is for. Guys, what I'm about to do right now is head over to my mom's. I'm going to make some dinner. I'm going to make my dinner, and we're just going to hang out and get to work and see what we can do. So come along with me. I know I've been talking a lot, but hopefully it made some sense. Everyone's always asking, you know, how's your family doing, or how's your big sister Paris doing? And, you know, it's so hard to just get into it. So, of course, you know, with the small talk, you say, oh, we're great. We're good. My family, we're not good. We're holding our head above water to prevent from drowning. So we're like right here. This is where we are. When you ask how we're doing, we just have our heads above water at this point, and we're taking it one day at a time. But guys, I am chatting so much, so come with me and just let's get this day over with. Y'all, I am currently in my mom's new room, or whatever you want to call it. She has like 2 spaces in the house. She has 2 rooms. But she decided to pack all her stuff in like trash bags. So the room looks like it's trash, but it's just a lot of stuff. Look at that. Look at all this stuff we got to sort through. We got to get rid of this. And this is just a portion of it. That closet's full. But yeah, just FYI, I moved all this by myself. Here's a glimpse of the common area. Nothing is organized, y'all. Here's the pantry so far. It's really not organized, but I've tried to organize it the best way I can. But yeah, that's the pantry so far. We have so much Tupperware. This is something else I'm trying to organize. These are just some of the lids that I found for the Tupperware, but yeah, look at all this. Ooh, y'all, I'm excited about this. You know I love talking about food, anything food. So here's my one meal for today. Me trying to do a little good. I eat big on purpose, big portions on purpose. Have a salad, bam, have some rice, and then I have some sweet potatoes. Look, it's hot. Y'all see that? Child, I'm about to, ooh, I'm so hungry.
2,000 years.
Friends, it has almost been a week since I have filmed, and it's just not fair for me to leave you hanging about the move and how everything is going. Originally, I wanted to do like a before and after, you know, before looking at the house all cluttered and unpacked or packed up, and then after looking at everything unpacked, decluttered, that sort of thing. But it really didn't work out like that. This is taking us a lot longer than expected, and I just kind of got, you know, overwhelmed with the move in general. So yeah, it's been a while since I've updated you or filmed anything, and I did not think that was fair just to leave you hanging. So I'm trying to I'm trying to make it look like I'm not laying in bed, but I'm in bed. It is what it is. That's how tired I am. So I will leave the video here. This will definitely be continued. So we're gonna do a to be continued on this, you know, and I'll keep providing updates if that's what you want to see. If you want to hear more from my family or hear more about my family, I really didn't even get to talk to them to see how they were doing with the move. That was the original plan as well. So what I will do is leave it here. If this is something that interests you, be sure to subscribe to my page. I just talk about my personal journey on this channel, whether it's wellness, weight loss, family, anything in between. Love food. I will always love food. So if that's something that interests you, consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck on all your journeys, and I will see you in the next one.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Dose. Yeah. Started from the mud, now you see us going up. Numbers never lie, now you see us blowing up. People used to front, now you see them showing up.